Hello, my name is Pastor David Ballard. I would like to welcome you to another segment of Bethel's Bread. Today, we're going to be in Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 25. The Bible says, "Not forsaking the assembling of ourselves together, as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, and so much the more, as ye see the day approaching." It is a difficult time that we're living in, where sometimes we're in church, sometimes we're out of church, sometimes we're live streaming. But may I submit to you that there's things that church does for you. And I'd like to ask you, what does this church body do for you? Number one, I believe it gives us a commitment to the commandment. God tells us to get together in church. It really does. The Bible teaches us to meet together and be together. Why? So we can help one another and exhort one another. This body gives us a place to go where we can worship God together. Number two, it gives us courage to be a Christian. In this day and age, there's a few people that are going to go out and be Christians and act like they're Christians and tell people they're Christians. Today, we're living in a society that looks down on Christianity, and I've got to be honest with you, the minute you start to look down on us and the minute you start to persecute us as Christians, we get stronger and bolder. So I will tell you this, church will give you courage to be a Christian. There's a bunch of us here that just want to go out and uphold the name of Christ and be great Christians. So I'm glad the church gives us courage to be Christian. It gives us examples of encouragement. Number three, I see every day as we come into church examples of victory, examples of hope, examples of love, examples of helping one another. That's what I see when I come to church. I sure am glad that we attend church and get examples of encouragement. You stay out of church for a while, it's going to be difficult to find encouragement in the things of the Lord. So the church gives us this, and it's a body that we cannot do without. Number four, it gives us shoring up our steadfastness, helps us to stay faithful. It helps us to stay faithful in the things of God. I'm going to tell you, you come to church at Bethel Baptist Church, you're going to be encouraged to stay steadfast in the things of God. The Bible says, "Be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord." Why? Because the work of the Lord is so wonderful. Many people shirk it off as bad, or it's not going to be fun for me. I have more fun, I promise you, than you do serving the Lord, and I enjoy it so very, very much. I find shoring up my steadfastness when I come to church and I'm around my people. I get the joy of knowing that we can continue to be steadfast and it'll be all right. This world needs steadfast Christianity today. I mean, ones that are not going to cower in fear, ones that aren't going to run away, but are steadfast and unmovable and always abounding in the work of the Lord. That's how church helps me. And number five, it helps us to avoid Christian atrophy. I can tell you, I can list so many Christians that are not making it to church and not coming to church, even if it's live streaming. They're not coming to church anymore, and they're starting to have atrophy. Atrophy is a slow process where you don't exercise that faith that God gave you. And after a while, you lose some of that strength in your Christianity. You lose some of that mobility in being able to tell people about Christ. And sometimes it just boils down to the fact that you don't come to church anymore. You become weak Christians, and you become Christians that the devil loves to get. The devil loves to get Christians that aren't working. The devil loves to get Christians that aren't faithful. The devil loves to get Christians that aren't going to church and aren't strengthening themselves among God's people. God provides us a place, a local church. I pray that you get yourself involved in one. And if you don't have one, Bethel Baptist Church is a great place to be. We love each other. We assemble together. We want to do the things of God. We want to reach our community for Jesus Christ. And we find ourselves in a place where we can do all those things and be strengthened among each other, exhorting one another in the faith and helping each other up when needed. I hope and pray that this helps you today. My name is Pastor David Ballard, and this is another segment of Bethel's Bread. I hope you have a great day.